Hey everybody, welcome in tonight. I am Scals. I am joined by a few of the good men from Off the Top Media and Rivet City Radio. I have Jamie, Mike, and Jax. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm still mad at you.
Fantastic. Right there, right, Mike.
What's that?
Mike, we doing fantastic.
I'm doing great. I'm having
Great
a
night.
great
Go
night.
sports.
Say, as long as Scals
This is
doesn't
the
try
best
to.
comment right here. Right there. If I could have both teams lose, I would.
Unfortunately, it can't happen like that. One's got to win. Just
Two teams enter, one team leaves the winner. This is the Super Bowl.
Thank you, Al. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nah, he's a dick. They don't need to win.
Well,
You
good
guys-
evening to you too, sir. I was gonna compliment you on the intro because that intro brought me back. I haven't heard that intro song in like a long time. And now you're calling me a dick.
Dude.
Thanks.
And for the
Good evening
last-
to you.
And for the last hour, that's whose side you guys wanted to take? Wow. Forget y'all guys.
Jamie, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you keep the cake or do you eat the cake, Jamie? What do you do, Jamie?
I mean, is it your cake?
God damn it, Jamie.
Now,
I mean,
Okay, sorry. Get back on the rails, Scouts. This is your fault.
I'm actually trying to
Oh, fuck. You said go off the rails. Cool.
tweet and notify people that
Oh,
we are live.
Shadow.
So you
I
guys
am now and forever a hockey fan. I will forever be a hockey supporter.
oh, we have another one.
You know why? Because I just found out the University of Georgia has a fucking hockey team.
There you go.
Yeah.
I watch the football. I keep track of the basketball. Love the gymnastics. The baseball's pretty good, but fucking hockey, dude. I'm like, yes, I can watch hockey now. All the time.
All right. So tonight we are here to get the selection order for the Royal Rumble pool that I run every year on the Discord server.
I'm just hoping that my year this year is better than last year because I had the same number for both Rumbles. I had like number 15, I think, or number 25. I hope I have two different numbers this year.
I'm gonna get screwed and get one.
You mean like the first person to pick or the last person to pick?
Like, no, I'll be
Yeah,
like the
that's
first.
basically
Like,
number
I'll
one.
get screwed and get picked. Now, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get screwed. I'm going to have to pick number one, and I'm going to be underestimated like everyone underestimated Mr. Brock Bowers.
Is that,
I'm done
is that
now.
how, is that how that goes?
They made fun of me, Jamie, because he was my first round draft pick.
I was there.
Oh,
I made
you made
fun
fun
of
of me too. Fuck you.
And
You don't get picked at all.
Jax,
Yes, sir.
where did you end up?
This was a learning curve
no,
for our pro.
No, no.
This was
Where
a learning
did you,
curve for
where
our program.
did you end up?
For our program.
I
Learning
don't
curve
fucking
for our
know.
program.
But
Dead
this is
Last.
this was a learning curve for our program. We're new to the expansion.
So that's what you're calling
I
it. That's what
guarantee
you're-
fucking T if I was last, right? So does that mean I get to pick first next season?
Done it what way, Shadow? What are you talking about?
Because if I get to pick first, I'm going with Bowers again. Because this season everyone's going to want him.
Oh,
No
10
much.
No. I don't like doing that. Nope. And I was going to invite you on, but I know you don't like being on shows. You want to come on? Hop on in. I'll send you the link.
Oh,
I asked. I messaged Scows on what was it, Friday, and I was like, yo, if you're doing the Rumble selection, if you need a co-host, let me know.
I did the same thing today. I'm like,
There you go.
I asked. So
You don't want to come on now. Oh, okay. I see how it is.
yeah, just send it to him. So
I
if he
did.
has it, he can just pop
I did.
it.
I did already.
I got you, Shadow. Me and right here, buddy.
It's already sent.
Doesn't want to be your second option.
All right. So, yes, you're fantasy champ. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we know.
Oh, get out of here, AJ.
It's not hard to win an 18 league when your team is stacked. Your team is fully stacked. What's going on, Ryan?
I
How
mean,
we
he
doing
did.
tonight.
He did
He,
draft.
he tried to have cahoots with other owners to get him the best players.
Oh,
He was
So
paying people off. Is what he was doing.
to win a free fantasy league.
Yeah. So
No
bragging
comment.
rights, man.
He was trying to get Will to give him Saquon the entire time.
I'm not commenting on this. I'm not commenting.
Okay.
On
Oh,
Next year we're gonna add more people into the league, make it a little bit more interesting.
yes, we are. And I'm picking first because I lost this season. That's how it
Oh.
works.
Stay away from the microphone when it comes to this. I'm not.
All right. So here we go. This is the wheel. This is the wheel for the women's rumble. I think Shady censored. Yes. So this is for
Okay.
the women's Royal Rumble. So what's going to happen is I'm going to.
Are
expand
you
this
doing
out.
this? So is the first spin? Is this entry number? This is for entry number 1, correct? And the
No.
last person is
No.
number 3, or is it
No.
30 to 1?
Let me. Okay. So the way that we do this is
no free
before
ads.
before I start doing this, I'm going to shuffle the list because this is the order that everybody entered their names. Now,
Am I
what
on
we're
there?
going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel. If your name is chosen first, meaning your name is the first one to come, you pick 30th.
Okay,
that.
I want to be number 1. Fuck y'all.
The last team, the last person standing on the wheel, is the one that picks first.
God
Okay,
damn it.
so the first person is entry number 30.
No. You pick 30th.
We're picking superstars this year.
No,
Picking spots.
you pick the
Oh,
number.
you're picking a spot. Okay.
Yes.
Because
So-
last year didn't you just
Nope,
do it by
pick
you spun the
spot.
wheel and that was it? So we
Nope.
pick a spot this year. Okay, cool. I'm just
Oh, you did
asking.
last year
I
too.
know- Okay, so I'm just
just
asking
tell
because
me
I
what
know
you think
you're
number.
keeping track, but I'm also keeping track for myself. So that's
Okay.
why I'm asking how this is going.
God,
So
Ryan is fat.
whoever is. So okay,
So if this
Just shuffle
person
this
lands,
up.
then they can pick number 15.
Sorry, Jamie.
3, 4.
It's just more confusing the more y'all talk about it.
seven,
By the
No, no,
way.
no. So whoever it lands on.
Hold on.
So if it lands on somebody, they get to pick
I'm
a
gonna
number.
spin
So
right
if
now.
you pick number 15, then there you go. You
I'm
know.
spinning right now.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
This is the first person that's selected,
All right.
and it is going
Don't
to
be
be
me.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Me.
Mike.
Okay, good.
So Mike,
I'm okay with that.
you are the last one to choose your number. You have whatever's left after the other 29 people pick.
That's okay. I get
I
it.
get
That
to pick
sucks.
last. So I get the last number remaining.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, you might
Yeah.
as well
So
put
you
me at
can be
number
stuck
one.
with one.
I'm gonna
You
be
might
stuck
not.
with
You
one.
might not get stuck with one. This is for the women's rumble.
Yeah, I know.
So that doesn't mean you get one.
Well, if other people don't
Tommy, you got to be in the Discord
pick
for
one,
all the updates.
Yeah, but you
Biatch.
gotta remember, some people have strategies about this. Last year, the winner came from 2. The year before
I
that, the
have a
winner came from 1.
strategy, actually.
So, so
But
Mike,
he can't strategize if he's the last person.
no,
Exactly.
that's, what
That's
I'm
the point.
understanding.
Okay. Come on. No whammy. No whammy.
Discord God is next.
Discord God. What is your pick, Discord God?
No, they don't pick now. I
Oh,
put
no
it back
pick
into
now.
the Discord, and then the order of
Oh,
people
I
that
thought it
select.
would be Jack.
Shadow. Oh, no. No. I'm going to hit that.
That's-
Congratulations. I
Why
feel
can't you send to
happy.
Discord, Tommy? Dunkirk.
Yeah, because you're. Woo! Yay! I feel so happy every time someone gets picked.
So while we're doing this,
I'm glad I can.
what is
write
everybody looking forward to the most in the Rumble this year?
A mess up. I'm hoping the return of Titus O'Neil. No, I'm looking. I'm kind of curious to see if this free agency coming out of TNA
Allison just went.
affects the Rumble at all.
I think we're gonna get at least 5 TNA stars this year. I know it's more of a deal with NXT. I get that, but I still have a feeling they're gonna be in the Rumble with at least 5 people.
5 between the two, or 5 in each?
So
How are you going to do
I
5
say-
between
I
the
say-
two Scals?
One
Explain
has
that.
three-
Hold
one
on,
has
hold on.
three, one has 2.
Yeah,
5 between the two.
yeah,
You're gonna have
because
two
one would have
midgets?
3 and one would have 2.
One would have 3 and one would have 2. It's not that hard.
That makes sense. I didn't think of that.
So I think
Husky gets taken off the wheel.
they'll each have 5. So I say 10
No.
TNA stars in the
No
Rumble.
way
way.
too-
They
way
give
too many.
5 slots out of their own roster.
To me, that's way too many. You're putting 18% of the Rumble for TNA Superstars.
I do have a finish that I think they may pull in the men's Rumble.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, I can't wait. Go ahead. I love Mike's
Nick?
fucking storytelling.
His crazy storytelling.
Fuck, it is one of my
You
favorite
know
things
what's
in this
funny
world.
is
Don't
sometimes my
deny this.
crazy storytelling does end up happening. So
I have not witnessed it yet, but I hope it does one day.
All
Boo.
right, Mike, go ahead. I want to hear it.
We got time.
So with the storyline between Drew Punk,
Fuck you,
AJ.
AJ.
Drew Punk and Seth,
Nothing.
Fuck you, AJ.
I'm thinking Seth and Punk, or I think it's going to come down to 2 of them, and we're going to see a double elimination at the end. But this time they stick with it and not restart the match. That's what I
So
think.
you're thinking. You're thinking.
So
Brett
there's
Punk-
more to it, but I'm trying to concentrate on the wheel at the same time trying to tell you guys this.
Yeah, but you're thinking Brett and Sean Fish.
When we're done with this, I'll explain more. Right before we do
that
the
puts-
men's wheel.
That
Before we
puts
Just
me
explain.
at 15. Okay, we're halfway through.
We're halfway
Let me keep going.
there. Oh.
You don't need to keep track, Mike. It tracks it for me, and I'm just going to copy and paste it.
I'm doing. I'm.
He's got his whole strategy thing he's trying right now,
I
right?
know, but
I'm not doing any strategy. Jack. I have the last number. Whatever's
Oh,
left
yeah,
is
you're
fine.
fucked.
So it's whatever's
Never
numbers
mind,
left.
sorry.
wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Brian is
If
out.
Kurt Angle doesn't come out on this fucking show, I'm gonna be pissed.
Why would he come out on the show?
Not this show. You fuck.
Yeah,
I'm watching,
why would he come out on-
I'm rewatching Hog from this weekend. And he was advertised there, but he was also like he's been on all the flyers and everything, like he's gonna like make an appearance.
Will is
And
out.
I have yet to see him. Yeah, he was just on the flyer. He never actually showed up to the show.
Nick is
He
out.
just did a meet and greet for everyone. That's fucking dumb. I'll never get that time back in my life.
No, I think Goalie Man was picked already, Scals. So there's because I have 9 spots left.
He
I
was.
think Goalie Man was
already.
number 22.
He was.
Yeah.
So if he comes up, I will just remove him and we'll keep going.
Yeah.
Because I just saw that it said I had 21 results with 10 left. So
Yeah.
Jax is out.
Yeah. What number am I?
9.
Number 9. Number 9. Cool.
9th.
Nice sweet spot. 9's a good spot.
Dude,
Let's go 9.
Number is removed.
me and Shadow are looking good, dude.
You guys are.
This means I'm gonna get screwed on the men's Rebel.
This Incredible is out. He actually has won the last 2.
He's won the last
Semifinals.
two.
It's gonna land on goalie, man. Yep.
Good
Down
job.
goalie, man.
Good pick. Good pick.
All right, so I move him. Now we're down to the final 6.
Oh, it's not good until it's the final 4. Come on, Jeremy. Or Jamie. Come on, Jamie. No, Apex. Apex.
Apex is out. Down to the final
Jeremy
5.
spoke
I'm
and
rooting for Jamie to win.
yes.
So no Jamie. No Jamie. No. Duck. We're in there, Jamie. We're in there.
All right,
We in
final
there.
4.
We in there.
We're in there, Jamie.
I already have my number.
My strategy's all picked on if Jamie wins or not.
And there goes Shadow.
Yes.
Shadow picks 4th.
Yes.
Next,
I'd say Jamie.
Good
Jamie.
fortune, my
not
way.
gonna make it there.
Yes.
The Waffle picks 3rd.
Oh yeah.
This is it.
Here we go, dude.
Who is gonna end up picking 2nd? Who's gonna pick 1st? And Jamie's
Me.
gonna be 2nd.
Oh, that's
Ah.
good. That's good. That's good, Mama. That's good.
We finalize it.
Okay, so
I
while
wonder
you're
who wins this one.
I know my spot.
While you're setting up for the men's wheel, I'm going to explain this. So I talked about this on Monday night. Me and Cam were talking about this. And I said that I have a feeling that this may come down to Punk and Seth at the end. This time, they both get eliminated at the end at the same time. We have, a Rock and Big Show ending or something. Like we've had that, Cena and Batista. But this time it sticks. Okay? This time they go with it. They don't restart the match. These two did it. And then somewhere down the line, like maybe at Elimination Chamber, we get Drew McIntyre and Gunther. Drew McIntyre wins the title. Seth and Punk will face on night number 1. Winner faces Drew on night number 2. At Mania.
Miner.
Okay. Now we're getting set up.
I
for
know that's
men's.
wild booking, but it's a thought. This is going to land on me again. Watch. I'm going to get 30.
Okay.
All right. I need,
Back in
as
here.
long as I don't get the fucking, I'm 9 in women's.
Yes. So you
All
pick
right.
You ended up getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, you picked 9th. Okay. Now we're gonna go for the men's. Let's shuffle this 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zoom on out. And here we go.
It's
Oh,
gonna on Metal Mike.
it almost did.
A bitch. Oh my god. I was gonna say.
Mikey P is the first one out. Jamie, Shadow's trying to trade with you over here. He's asking if you want to trade your pick.
No.
I'll trade with you, Shadow.
Cheshire Cat is out.
Wait. I mean, Shadow. Tell me your spot that
He's
you were
4th.
thinking. I know, but like then his number.
He's 4. So he picks 4th.
Oh, because you're afraid that he's going to take yours.
Yeah. Because I have a specific number in my head.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What number's that?
Sorry, Jax.
27, Jack.
27.
I can't
Okay, I'm
give
good,
it
I'm
away unless
I'm good.
You're
unless,
gonna have 4 numbers left to pick
You only
from.
have 4 numbers to
Okay.
pick from.
unless Shady.
Dude, I've done stupider things.
Oh, sorry, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow, I'll trade you. It ain't gonna make a fucking difference, but I will.
Keep going.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Doug was taken
Glad
out.
the double number mold was broken from last year.
Build a Future is taken off of the wheel. Pestilence is out. Keep going, keep going. All right, all right. Does it make it? Does it make it? And Allison is now out.
Bye bye, Al.
Was that 22, Mike?
Yeah, we're at 21 now.
You can be my bodyguard.
And that's, of
You
course.
can call me out.
Yep, of course.
So close. Almost made it to me.
Right?
21 is not bad, though, Mike.
It's a better spot than 30 and 25.
Dunkirk is 20. All right, making it top 20 for me this time. All right.
And the number I want to pick for the men's may be available, which is good.
Don't say it.
I'm not saying it.
It sounded like you were going to it and you had to,
No.
you had to catch yourself.
No. No way. Uh-uh. AJ. Ooh. Ooh.
Almost
Wow.
made it.
Jamie, you were sweating. I seen that water coming down your forehead.
Oh yeah.
You only saved him one
Oh
spot.
my god.
What number?
I think that's
17.
15.
Okay.
What was that?
No, 17.
17?
I can live with that.
You are 27th, Shadow. You got 27th. Only man.
This is number 15.
Ah,
Scowls right in the middle of the pack.
I'm 15 on both.
Oh,
I'm not upset with that, though. That's right in the middle.
not a bad spot. Yeah, it's not a bad spot.
No, because you'll have some dumb idiots taking the wrong picks and leaving me good numbers. Happens every year. Nick? So who's still on this that's in here? None of us, right? We're all out?
Yeah,
We're all
back
out.
to 27. You and me got picked already. No, Jamie's still in it.
No, Jamie was taken.
Hold on.
17.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were.
What was Jax?
Jax is at 27.
What was Shadow?
Number 27.
Shadow is number 26.
Shadow was 26. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, rigged. You got 4 in the last one.
I didn't get number 9. I was kind of happy about
Ooh,
that.
just made it.
Yeah.
He wields. Suck my dick.
Nick is out. Okay.
All right, we're at 10.
Down to final 10.
This is the best part of my night.
Wolf Ray. He's out. Number 9.
9. Will.
Will made it so far. Not far enough.
Great.
Still a good number.
It's incredible.
Incredible. 8.
This is number 7.
Does it make it to Shady? Does it make it?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
It does. Shady is out. 6 spots left. There goes Thunderstruck.
Shrug.
These are where you can actually tell what it is before it stops. Final 5. The waffle is going out. Okay, 4 left. It's gonna hit Brian.
Yep.
Okay, Brian Gonzo. 3 left.
You sounded pretty excited for that.
You really did.
Juve Canada. Take a hike.
Overly excited.
Hey,
Come on down, let's see who it is. Is it gonna be Alonzi, or Wally? And it looks like it's gonna be Wally taking the number 1 spot with Alonzi coming in second.
Hey Wally, I'll give you a shout out on fucking on the next show if you give me your spot. I'm selling ad space for spots.
All right.
Don't hate me because that idea is the best thing
Oh.
I've ever heard.
Take
I've been sitting here all night trying to figure out how to rig
over.
this, and that's
This
the best
wheel-
I've come up with.
Oh, that's a total of, as far as the wheel itself, 68 million times. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's how many times the wheel has been spun in
This year
2025
alone?
alone. So in 26 days.
That's crazy.
I mean, I
Uh,
technically spun it 60 times tonight alone.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, a
61
couple-
because
a
I had
couple
an
were-
extra one.
I was gonna say you did, I think, like 1 or 2 tester spins, so count those. But
All right, so the names have been picked. I'll be adding the names into the Discord server, and it's going to be in a new channel. It's going to be the selection channel.
Oh,
Your name is up. You will be tagged. You are to pick one of the spots from the Rumble. You don't need to.
Do we have a
put who
chart?
The
or is
person
it-
is. I think I have a chart. It's 1 through 30.
I mean,
guys.
is it our responsibility to scroll back through
Once we
everyone's
get-
fucking submission to know what
once-
spot I can't pick?
Once we get past like the first 10, I start tracking
Okay.
because the first 10 are usually on the same screen. You don't have to scroll.
Yeah, well, no, I asked that because Mike's fucking last. Like, I don't want Mike to have to go through
No,
30 fucking.
Mike won't even
tabs.
have to pick in that one. Once
What's
the person in front of
That's a good point.
him picks, I will put the number in for him.
Mike,
I was
I'll
gonna
be
say-
honest with you. What number do you want? And I won't pick it.
I mean,
I'm going to give you a little bit of a chance. I'm fair play.
He's not going to.
I'm not gonna reveal the
No,
men's.
don't
men's are
reveal
not-
the number.
Well, the women's don't matter because I'm gonna end up with
Yes,
the
it
last number anyways. It honestly doesn't because somebody it really doesn't. For the women's
not-
rumble, I want number 24. I
It's
do.
actually
I
a good
feel like
fucking
that's a
pick,
good
man.
spot.
I was nowhere near that number.
The men's, I'm not going to tell you what number I want, but the women's number 24. And I know that number is going to go,
I got
but I
fucked in
think
the men's
24 is
rumble.
a good spot for the women's.
That is a good spot.
I got fucked in the booty hole in the men's
Like
rumble. I'm just saying.
mid 20s for the women's. That's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, coasters.
Because
I mean,
what was it, the past 2 rumbles, women that entered early in the top 10 have won.
Yeah.
They've got to eventually have somebody that comes in later win the rumble match. So-
let me tell you.
Well, let me tell you something. Oh,
Doesn't-
Let me tell you something, brother.
this doesn't tell where it's from. Hold on.
No.
Why is this not getting me the answers now? I had a list that told me where they came from.
List of past winners.
Okay. So the first ever women's Royal Rumble winner came from the number 25 spot.
Which
Second
was-
one came from 28.
Mhm.
The third one came from 17.
Okay.
The fourth one came from 3.
Mhm.
Fifth one came from 28. Sixth one came from 1.
Mhm.
And the seventh one came from 3. So the
Okay.
3 spot and the 28 spot have both had 2 winners already.
And the last 2 were, well, out of the last 3 rumbles, 2 of those spots were
Right.
in-
There's already been 3 in the 20s too.
Yeah.
So it's the only one that the 10s have only had 1 winner in those.
Can you read those off one more time from Oscar entered at what? You said 25?
25.
Okay, what was the next one?
28,
28. So 25, 28,
17,
17. Okay.
3,
3,
28,
28,
1.
1,
3.
Okay. I just wanted to ask that one more time because I thought maybe they flip-flopped to like 1, 20 something, then 3, but no, they didn't do it that way. I'm still comfortable. I'm still confident with number 24. I know that number is going to go, but that's the number that I truly want and I hope is still there at the end. But if it's not, I understand. I'm going to end up with the last number. And that's I got the men's rumble, and I got a great spot for the men's rumble.
You did.
You're a great spot.
Thank you.
Any off the wall predictions that you think are going to happen in the Rumble?
I think we will get a TNA involvement in the men's rumble for the first time. It's almost at this point a tradition to go with the women's
Mhm.
to have them there. But I think it's time. I can't say how many, but I think at least one, if anything, maybe a Joe Hendry, a Frankie Kazarian, someone, a TNA like loyalist, like someone you see, you hear of, you think TNA right off the bat. And I mean, right now it is Joe Hendry. So having Joe Hendry or maybe Moose, one of them two, showing up at the Rumble would be a very big surprise for me.
Can I ask you guys a question? I want to ask you guys a question. This past week, there's been some talk about, Joe Hendry coming into the Rumble. We all know that the pop would be huge if his music hits, but
How are we doing tonight?
And I've heard some people say, like, all they really need to do is have his music hit. He comes in, he gets attacked and gets eliminated. How would you guys feel personally? Because I know you guys watch TNA more than I do. How would you guys feel if they actually did that? Because I feel like it would be a disservice to him with being the TNA World Champion.
I know you can't wait for the Rumble, Cam. I know because you're going to be there.
You feel if he just came in and got eliminated right away?
I don't think that's going to happen. 100%.
But
I think that would be dumb, and it would be a disservice to both him and to TNA.
But if it does happen, how would you feel personally as a fan?
I just said it. I
So
feel
you
it would be a
you
disservice.
ultimately would hate it. You would.
I would
not.
hate it
Okay,
because it would be a disservice to both Joe Hendry and to TNA.
I agree with that.
It would
100%.
essentially be like sweeping them under the rug. Like you guys
Agree
don't
with
matter.
that. Because with them doing that down in NXT during that battle royal for number one contendership, I could see it doing there. He wasn't champion. That was basically, somewhat of a match debut for him down in NXT, if I'm correct on that. To do that now with him being the world champion on a big show like the Royal Rumble, you're trying to spotlight him in the Rumble representing TNA and being the world champion. It would be a huge disservice. I agree with you 110% on that.
No, he's definitely not making the final. I understand that. And no, Shadow, they are not.
I think he'll be there long enough to get some sort of interaction with John Cena, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Who?
Do you think he can put in some of the work like oh my God, Jordan Grace did last year?
No.
Maybe a little less.
I think he's going to be in there. He's going in there specifically for the face-to-face with John Cena.
Okay.
That is why he is going into the Rumble.
I can agree with you on that.
He might have one elimination, but he will eventually get tossed out, probably by Cena. Yes,
I like
Jack?
that idea.
Okay. Buckle up, boys. I need to know these answers. Give me one thing. One. I don't care. The rub. None of that shit. Give me the one thing that makes me think that Joe fucking Hendry is on the fucking level and deserves a rub.
He doesn't.
From goddamn John Cena.
He doesn't.
There is so many people. This is Cena's final go. Cena has no ties to TNA ever. He has no reason to stand toe-to-toe with a TNA wrestler. If anything, and he's going to stand toe-to-toe with someone with TNA, it's fucking Styles. We've seen it. We've seen the TNA's best. We've seen WWE's best. Yes, it was in a WWE ring. There's no reason, rhyme or reason, or intelligent idea to let John Cena go toe to toe with Joe Hendry. Yes, Scouts, and I will not interrupt.
This is the way that I'm looking at it. It is the way to get Cena a 17th championship and have him be on a championship in another brand outside of WWE, like Ric Flair was.
And you lost me.
Why? Why did I lose you? How many belts have Ric Flair won outside of WWE?
Well, then his number would be like 23.
Everyone that they counted was with NWA and with WCW for that championship. Cena's 16 are all in WWE. Give him the one in TNA to make that 17. And then he loses it back to either Joe Hendry or somebody else, and that's where the rub happens. Yes, Mike.
So, for one, Jax, I like the idea of the AJ Styles thing. I do. Because it would give that nostalgia feel of AJ Styles facing Joe Hendry for the TNA World title. I'm going to keep that short and sweet because we're talking about
Shadow. It doesn't have that lineage.
Okay. I agree with what Scowls is saying 110%. You look at Ric Flair's statistics, he won a world title, in other brands, NWA, WCW. He even held the One's WWF championship. He also held championships outside of those three brands. Jamie, you're right. If you count the ones outside of those three brands, technically he'd be at like 23, 24 championships, but they're counting the main factor. I would not be opposed to seeing John Cena go after a championship that's outside the WWE because he's built that legacy up as just being the WWE or World's Heavyweight Champion. So for him to hold the TNA title for even a short period of time, I have a different person that I would not mind seeing him lose it to, because there's one person I would like to see John Cena face before he goes out the door, and that is Nick Nemeth. I want to see those two go at it, because the level that Nick Nemeth is at now, opposed to what he was, 10 years ago when they first faced, I think we would get a better match from Cena and Nemeth today than what we did 10 years ago. And then put the belt back on Nick Nemeth, and then have Joe Hendry and Nemeth revisit a rivalry.
Okay. I could see it, and I could actually see it from all those points. Two things. I can't say Shadow is technically wrong in this aspect. The TNA world title will forever be tied to the NWA history. But I don't see where, honestly, if you put the title on Cena, it's a Kenny Omega fucking situation.
Jax, I
think fucking Omega.
I think what it is, one of the things, this is just one of the things. I don't think it's everything, but this is one of the things, is look how popular Cena was back in 2004, 2005. He was huge. And then throughout the years, people were booing him, and he was still a babyface. Then you had the split crowds of 50-50, and he just still was a babyface. It's the popularity factor of John Cena, how popular Joe Hendry is, not only in TNA, but in the world of professional wrestling. You can go ask somebody that doesn't watch TNA at all, and they know who Joe Hendry is.
Yeah,
they know what he's done in his career in the past, let's say 2 years.
Yes, I agree with that. But hear me out here. We have watched Joe Hendry get this success in his run, in his chase.
Mm-hmm.
It is too early in this reign to judge Joe Hendry's title run. If Joe Hendry would have held that title longer than anyone, maybe I would put him in the same ring with Cena. Maybe let Cena eliminate him. But Hendry will have it a fucking 2 weeks.
No, if they're in the Rumble, I mean, he's still going to be champion, being eliminated from the Rumble. This would be probably a Mania match. So we're talking, he won the championship.
Might not even be a
2 weeks
Mania match.
But if it is, let's just assume it is. Okay, he won the championship a week or two ago. It was a week ago that he's been champion. Yeah. So last It's a week from today, okay? So come WrestleMania, that will be April. So January, February, March, middle of April. So 2.5 months he would be champion. If he were to face Cena at Mania and lose the belt. But you just said it right there was he had a huge popularity and a huge uplift in the chase. So with him being champion now, say he were to lose to Cena and lose the belt, and then Cena loses it to somebody, just throw out the name Nick Nemeth. Then you have Joe Hendry chasing yet again, and you can build Joe Hendry up even more with his second chase. Because of the rivalry that Joe Hendry and Nick Nemeth has built to their match to last Sunday. That was a 1-year build, if I'm correct on that? It's been or at least, since October, because they faced at Bound for Glory for the belt, right? So November, December, January, February. So, 3-4 months.
All I'm saying is it would make more logical sense in this world for fucking JBL to jump in this fucking ring and clothesline Cena to hell.
It could happen.
Like,
Yeah, I'm looking at it as the perspective of Joe Hendry and Cena face off. Joe Hendry and Cena wrestle at Mania. You're now getting all those eyes on a TNA championship belt.
Yeah.
Cena then loses it on a TNA pay-per-view back to somebody there. Now you're getting all those eyes on a TNA product. Now, you got to remember this. You brought up the whole thing with Kenny Omega.
yes.
He refused to lose the belt on a TNA product. He lost it on AEW, and Christian had to go back to TNA, and Christian was already there.
From what we have been told, Kenny has stated himself that he was always wanting to work.
I'm sorry, TK refused to.
Would
Sorry,
not
that's
let
what I meant
Kenny
to say.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to
Kenny,
say. TK,
Kenny's been very public with the I wanted to fucking do the job for all these guys, but I wasn't allowed to.
Right, that's what I meant. Sorry. TK would not allow them to do it.
I don't think Triple H would do. I think Triple H would see the business side of it. I just don't see the real big tie-in to make it a big draw.
I know everything with TNA is with NXT. I understand that. That's where the partnership is. Cena's never been in NXT. You can get that through by him being there.
Yes.
Also.
And to the argument with Cam's thing, everything TNA is with NXT, he is correct. When it comes to star, NXT can go to TNA shows. TNA guys can go to NXT shows. A PLE is under the WWE umbrella, giving them their card to show for TNA to show up at the Rumble. They're known for it now. They've done it.
I think I know where Cam is.
You're not having Cena beat Obafemi. I'm sorry.
I think I know where Cam is going with him bringing up this, though, because me and him talked about this a little bit last week. Was, John Cena said, and we believe that he said it in a promo, that he's back. He's there. He's there in WWE. He's basically saying, I'm here full time, but yet he has set dates. And it's saying, 35, 36 dates. So he's only realistically scheduled limitly.
Mike, how many weeks are there in a year?
There's 52.
Right. So
30 in January to December.
36 is still a great set.
It's a great number. I know. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that. It's just the thing of saying one thing and having, because 36 dates is 36 days in a 365-day year. And there's how many shows throughout the week? SmackDown, Raw, NXT, Impact, and then you count your pay-per-views. That's 6 shows between, or 7. Well, NXT doesn't do a pay-per-view every month. So let's say one pay-per-view from WWE, 1 from TNA. So that's 6 shows a month to be on.
Why would it be 6 shows a month?
Well, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, TNA, 5 shows.
See, but here's the thing.
Well, TNA and then WWE pay-per-view and TNA pay-per-view. So 6 shows a month.
Hear me out.
Roughly, that's 220 shows a year.
But
I'm just saying there's 6 shows to go through in the month.
He could
So
tape
he can
three.
go up- Go ahead. Go
He
ahead.
could tape 3 TNA shows in one date.
Yeah.
So that's one showing for 3 shows. That's a way around it.
But he's scheduled for 36 dates, which is 36 days. That's the point.
Appearances. Yeah.
36 appearances is a day. 36 days in
Right.
365.
Right. And if he's the TNA champion
Yes.
and he goes to the one day where they tape 3 shows,
Then he
he
can
still only
realistically
appeared
be on
once.
2 or 3 shows throughout the month. I get where you're going with that. Yes.
And if he does that multiple times, he could be essentially on their entire show for the year
It never
with those
fucking worked.
35 days.
get that.
He's only got to do one pay per view.
But if he just sticks with being on a WWE show,
Correct. He's not going to
then
be on
it
both.
goes
Raw
to
and
35
SmackDown.
days in the
Yeah.
365 days.
Right, but he'll be on one of the 2 shows. He's not going to go back and forth between both.
No. Oh, no.
So
I know.
that'll get him for 36 weeks. That's still 9 months.
But realistically, TNA and NXT is the main deal. So he would have to mainly be on. I mean, not saying he wouldn't be on SmackDown or Raw. He would be, but he would mainly be on NXT if this whole thing with Joe Hendry were to happen and he wins the title and everything like that.
He wouldn't necessarily have to be on NXT. He would have to be on TNA.
Well,
So he could
NXT
be on
and
the
TNA.
TNA.
Cena's
But-
going to come out on the biggest baby face in the fucking business right now and kick him square in his dick and turn heel for the last year of his life.
That'd be amazing.
And then he's
That
going
would
to
truly
fart
be amazing.
fucking rainbows and piss unicorns. If he doesn't come dressed as Peacemaker at least once, I'm fucking pissed. Like, what's his sidekick's name? What's that guy? What was his sidekick? Fucking kid dumbass or whatever.
I feel he will work more than 36 days, Ryan. I agree.
What if he dresses as the guy he played in the movie Sisters?
No,
All the
it's
tattoos.
got
and
to be
everything.
fucking Peacemaker. Someone tell me his fucking sidekick.
I don't know. I didn't watch the show.
That's what we got
Jamie, did you watch Peacemaker?
the handy dandy trust the internet for.
Cam said he
I'm
should win the
watching-
17 title dressed as Peacemaker.
Yeah. No, I'm on the train now. Peacemaker versus
Eagly.
fucking Homelander.
Eagly.
Eagly. Yeah. Like, get Eagly in here, okay, to accompany fucking Peacemaker to the ring, right? All right, hear me out. They get Cody as Homelander and have fucking Green Arrow, dude, walk him to the ring. They're all on Netflix now. Heels is on Netflix. Buckle up. When they start filming Heels season 3,
I
you're
hope.
going to see I guarantee you'll see more NXT people in there.
Yeah, That's the picture I just looked at.
It's not Heagley.
Yeah, it is. That's equally.
That's fucking.
I hate it. It reminds me too much of the Eagles.
Yeah,
Can't give me one
Deadpool's-
day.
that's
You
guess
couldn't
what,
give
Reed?
me one night.
No, you're gonna have your day in 2 weeks when they finally take down the cheaters that are the Chiefs.
Tony Clown Con. Breaking news. Ryan Reeves. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Ryan Reeves.
It's a
Ryback.
hockey player, and I don't know who this guy is.
I thought Ryan Reeves was Ryback.
No, his
Ryan
name
Reeves.
is Ryback. He changed his name legally
I
to
know he did.
Ryback.
I know, but that's his actual name.
Oh, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Ryback's not show fodder.
Salty
Someone
about what?
Salty. Salty about what? I like French fries.
The Chiefs have the NFL support to get to the Super Bowl. It's okay. And I want Barkley to win. Because if he doesn't win, then him sitting out the last week of the season was for naught.
Go sports.
Not mad at my organization. I'd be more mad at Saquon than I would be the Giants because Saquon
Yeah.
decided to phone it in last year and not play for the Giants.
Hold on,
He
hold
admitted
on.
that on national TV in a conference after the game this year.
Okay, since we're curving to football, who's the halftime show?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
And who did they
Lamar.
just announce? They announced somebody else.
Really? Kendrick Lamar.
That's
No,
the only
Kendrick
thing I'm
Lamar
looking forward
halftime
to.
show.
No, they announced
Is
a special guest this
Ah,
past
who
week.
cares?
Okay. Who's your special guest? Let's look this
Kendrick
up.
Lamar. I didn't see anybody else announce,
I'm
and that was
looking it
during
up.
both games today. They didn't say any special guest.
Super Bowl.
I seen it was just Kendrick Lamar.
Time.
They do concerts beforehand. Like there's an outside stage outside of the
Who's
stadium that they
performing
No,
show
these
for.
stars will
all halftime and pregame singers. We will get Kendrick Lamar is set to headline the
SZA.
Super Bowl. Hip hop winning biggest
SZA.
niggas.
She's also going to be there.
The who will be performing in the plays the Super Bowl
Facts, Cam.
halftime show. He co-headlined the halftime show alongside Dre.
It's been hip hop the past couple of years though, because 2 years
Yeah.
ago for the
Yeah,
Chiefs,
Sag's doing it with them.
2 years ago for Chiefs and Eagles, we got Rihanna. Last year or the year before that, we got like Snoop and Dre and everybody. Last year, I forget who was last year, but I know it was a hip hop artist.
Rihanna.
I stand
Rihanna
10
was 2 years ago.
toes. I stand 10 toes down on this. I want fucking Metallica to do one halftime show, people. We wanted it for years. I want to ride the lightning at the Super Bowl, bitches.
We've been
Mike.
wanting Metallica for like the longest time.
You're going to get SZA with
Happen.
him.
So SZA, okay.
With Metallica, I'll take that.
No,
No,
it's
with-
SZA and Kendrick
with,
Lamar.
with Kendrick Lamar.
Cool.
That's what they've said so far. And there's 4 other people singing, but that's between the national anthem, America the Beautiful, and everything else.
Are we making our predictions for the Rumble? It's a 4-match card. Are we doing that now? Or are we doing that on a separate day?
It's only 4 matches?
Yeah, it's only 4. I
Two
think
Rumbles.
4-match card. Tag team titles, WWE Championship, and both Rumbles.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to add another one. They
Probably
always
will.
do 5.
I mean, we got Raw and SmackDown coming up this week yet.
Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
We can get predictions on it.
trying to think.
Just a
Mine will
fly.
probably change by the time we get to
Can I get
the end
some?
of this week.
We got
It's
what
in-
7?
it's
We got
in
what?
New Orleans.
Running what 60? We got 7 minutes.
It's in New Orleans. Like let Lil Wayne do it.
I would be down for Lil Wayne to play the halftime show. Honestly,
Especially in New Orleans.
yeah, I'd be down for that.
all
Let
right.
the
So
Robinsons do it.
who do we got winning the undisputed championship?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I've been saying it. I think we're gonna get Cody and Roman again at Mania, so Cody's keeping it.
Unfortunately.
Trash. That is a trash decision. If they
I would
Hopefully,
love to see Kevin Owens win it, and we get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That would be an awesome main event.
yeah.
that would be the best way to go. 100%.
But I think Cody's winning, and we're getting Cody and Roman 3.
Scouts,
Split 1 and 1.
hold your chin, please,
Why?
because I have a
Which one?
feeling that we will.
Look who's talking over there.
I have a feeling for the first time since Mania, I'm going to say this, Scouts. Kevin Owens is walking out Rumble. The
I
fucking
really got
undisputed
him. Hope so.
championship.
I hope so.
And you know me, Scouts. I don't bet against Cody.
See, but here's the thing. If KO wins, he'd have to lose it pretty quickly. Because after Saturday night, after last night, I have an inkling that I really wish comes true. I think we're going to get KO versus HBK at Mania. KO's been asking HBK
Not
for about
happening.
5 years now for this match.
Hold on. Wait. I forgot to do something while we're all in here together. I got to
Hasn't
open
AJ Styles been looking for this match too? And it's
No,
just
KO has been asking him every year. He messages him.
So is AJ Styles, Bubba.
Yeah, but AJ's hurt.
I wouldn't honestly, Scowls, I'll say this. I wouldn't mind seeing HBK get back in the ring. I think he needs to make up for what happened.
Rumble.
You guys talked about earlier tonight. Make
Yeah.
up for what happened out in Saudi. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
and I think
you
KO
don't
would
have
be the perfect
pay-per-view
person.
predictions up yet, Scouts?
What?
You don't have the channel for predictions up?
No, because it's not. I didn't make it yet.
Oh,
So, like I was saying, I think he wants to make up for the incident in Saudi with that tag match a couple years back.
Mhm.
But the question, I think the question does lie, and like Cam even asked, like, number one, is
He
he
can
in
get in
ring
ring
shape?
shape in 3 months. He can do
And
it.
I wouldn't disagree with you on that. I think he could too. Stone Cold did it.
Yep.
You know, why can't Shawn Michaels? And Shawn Michaels was more athletic than Stone Cold
I was
was.
gonna say he is in phenomenal shape, but ring
But
shape's
still
a
in good
different
shape.
shape.
The question would really be there too is how long would Shawn be able to go? Does he go in and just play the hits like Stone Cold did? Or do we I mean, I know Stone Cold gave us somewhat of a legitimate match with going out in the crowd and everything like that. But will Shawn Michaels be able to give us a legitimate 20-minute run if it
Don't
would
even
go-
need 20 minutes.
So you're saying just play the hits and be done with it?
12 to 14-minute match between him
Okay.
and KO.
Okay.
And I think everybody is satisfied. KO gets the match he's been clamoring for years. HBK gets to wipe the slate clean from Saudi.
Mhm.
And everybody goes home happy.
I don't know why you would waste like KO is on he's on a great run right now with what he's doing. Why waste that on Shawn Michaels?
Well, I mean, because what else do you do with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania if he
Sammy.
does not walk out of the Royal Rumble
It would only make sense to do Sammy if he has the belt. And then
championship?
Sammy takes the belt off of him.
Because we've seen so much of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the past without the championships, and we've seen them on a heel tag run, a babyface tag run, won the tag team titles, all that stuff. This time it would have to be for a championship.
If KO wins on Saturday, we are getting KO versus Sammy.
I think it's Sammy that
100%.
could help him win the title.
Well, they already teased that. So if we get this, you're gonna get KO versus Sammy for the title at Mania. Then you're gonna get Sammy's first championship run when he beats KO.
Is this how you turn Cody to metamorphosing into a heel?
Yes,
Because Roman's your baby face.
correct. And you still have Roman versus Cody without the championship because you don't need the championship for the third match.
You don't need
exactly.
the championship for Roman and Cody
No,
for the
you
third
do
match?
not. You do not. You don't need the championship. You could do that match without the championship.
If there was going to be a match that Cody was in without a championship, I would see more so him and Rock than him and Roman. Him and Roman, I think personally, would have to be for a championship. Him and Rock, no. Him and Rock got super personal. Him and Roman didn't really get as personal as him and The Rock did. That's just my opinion.
Mike, Kansas City is a 1.5 point favorite over the Eagles to open up.
That's gonna change a couple.
Who's the home team?
2 weeks. I think the Chiefs are. Well, it's in New Orleans, and normally they
Doesn't
do
matter.
stadium. I think the Chiefs are going to be home team though. I think they will be.
So that's probably why they're the favorite.
Yeah. So they're the home team then. But yeah, no, back to this. I think Cody and Rock would have to be for a non-title. Cody and Roman, it's always been based around that championship.
Around the title.
Yeah. And Roman even said in that promo back when they were in that stadium a few months back before they tagged up back in October was, you're keeping my championship warm for me.
Yeah.
You don't say that line and then have a match on the biggest stage of the year and not have a title on the line.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm down for Kevin and Sammy. I said that last week. I'd be down for Kevin and Sammy. To have Sami Zayn take those steps up from going from main eventing for the tag titles to beating Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship to going against his best friend for the WWE Championship, that's a great 3-year storyline for him. And Sami Zayn has been there long enough and has been beloved enough, not only in WWE, but in the world of professional wrestling, to be in a main event for a championship on the biggest stage.
I mean, he's been the company man.
Yeah, I mean, he's done almost everything that he's been asked.
Yeah.
If he wasn't injured, he's getting asked to do stuff. He did it.
Yep.
And Kevin Owens, with the comeback that he's made since, because he had that little bit of a flaw back in 2018, 2017, and to build himself up from that to now to where he's at is, both these guys these past couple of years have just really built themselves up.
Cam, Randy does come back on Saturday. 100%. I think he shows up at the Rumble. I think, or he shows up in KO's and Cody's match and cost Cody the belt. But it's weird because KO attacked him. Like, it's a whole thing. It's all messed up between the three of those because Randy would want to go after both of them, essentially. He's got to pick and choose.
Yeah.
So, all right.
DIY
tag titles.
Tag titles.
Yep. 2 out of 3 falls.
Who is it?
DIY versus MCMG. 2 out of 3
Motor
falls.
City.
They're in. Where are they at?
New Orleans.
Another in Indianapolis for the Rumble.
Oh, sorry, Indianapolis.
That's Detroit, right?
No, that's Indiana.
It's close. Ish.
Yeah, Motor City.
I gotta say, DIY keeps them.
I think Jamie's favorite tag team gets involved, and instead of helping DIY, MCMG
They cost them.
gets the championship.
Yes, boy.
I said New Orleans by mistake because we were just talking about the Super Bowl. That's why. So I think
Detroit,
MCMG
Rock
gets the
City.
belt back. But this tag division has gotten so much better since they showed up. And I love what they're doing with it.
Women's Rumble.
What do you think? Who'd you say?
Who did I say? I said DIY. I think DIY keeps the belts.
Jamie?
Motor City.
Women's Rumble.
Charlotte.
I knew that's where he was going.
You know what? I'm not disagreeing with Jax. I think it's going to be Charlotte with her coming back and her facing either champion is a great storyline. Third match at Mania against Rhea Ripley. They're split 1-1. And then you got Tiffany Stratton, who's this up and coming star. That's a tailor-made match.
Charlotte.
I gotta say Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I don't think I'm
Say it, Scowls.
not at all. Because I think they gave away that she's not winning by having her advertised.
They
And
did.
her
They did that with Cody, bro.
Yes, but you knew he was winning. You knew Cody was winning. Because
But
knew
you
it was
can't
getting
say
back to the
that if
belt.
that's not the case.
Yes, I can because she is going to win the chamber
Yes,
to
they
fight
can.
Tiffany.
Because I'm Scowls and I know all.
So
Yeah,
you're saying that Punk being advertised last year wasn't a dead giveaway.
Right.
It was. It was a dead giveaway. He was supposed to win. And what was he supposed to do? He was supposed to win. They had to change it on the fly, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
So who cares if it was advertised or not? Both champions are a perfect setup for Charlotte.
She's not going after
Split one
Rhea.
and one.
She's going after
Split one-
Tiffany.
But I'm just saying, split 1-1 with Rhea at Mania, and then Tiffany Stratton, the up and coming star,
if
which is a tailor-made match. Both matchups are perfect for Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
So who's winning the men?
Who's winning the men's?
Yes.
Punk.
I gave my prediction as far as what I think could happen. But if I had to pick one person to win, I think they go Punk.
So who's he challenging? Gunther?
I mean, they're going to get the belt off of Gunther. I think they get the belt off of Gunther at Elimination Chamber.
No.
I think it's Rollins wins it at Elimination Chamber. And you got Rollins and Punk at Mania.
I don't think so.
The original plan.
It was not for a championship.
The
Or it's
original.
a-
The original
Or-
plan was
or-
not for a championship.
Rollins and
It's a
Punk
three-
doesn't
it's
need
a
a
three-way
title.
with a three-way with Drew.
Rollins and Punk at Mania 40 was the original plan for the world title.
Yeah.
Until before Punk got hurt.
It doesn't need to happen with a title.
But now it's probably going to be a three-way with Drew.
I could see that.
I
could
think
see
the winner
that.
of the men's is going to be on the
You would
SmackDown
like it to
side,
be a three-way.
and the winner of women's is going to be the one that challenges
Wouldn't you, Jamie?
on the Raw side. and I think the Chamber's going to be the opposite.
What'd you
That's
say?
why I think Charlotte.
So you'd like it to be a 3-way, wouldn't you, Jamie? Fucking
yeah.
weirdo.
3-way dance, baby.
Giles, how did you say it was going to go?
I think the men's winner is the one that's going to be challenging Cody.
Okay.
Or if it is Kevin Owens, if he wins, I think Sammy wins the Rumble.
I agree with that. I agree. If
And
Kevin,
that's the
If that's the case, then yeah,
and then you have the women.
but it won't.
You have a Raw. You have if Sammy wins, then you have a SmackDown Women's Wrestler win the Rumble. If
That's how they did it
Somebody
last year,
on-
though.
then why would Charlotte win it this year? Is
Okay,
my
never
point.
mind. Yeah, you're right.
If SmackDown won the Women's Rumble last year,
Brand splits.
why
don't
would they
win it.
do it again? That's my point.
I'm sticking with my pick.
The year before that, you had Rhea Ripley win. She was on SmackDown side also because Rhea switched teams. So 2 years in a row, you've had a SmackDown Women's wrestler win that Rumble. This year will be different. And then Charlotte will win the Chamber, and that's how she'll challenge Tiffany.
wasn't Bailey on SmackDown last year?
Correct.
Okay. And then you said Rhea won
Yeah.
it the year before.
Mhm.
Okay. And what side was she on?
She was on SmackDown because Charlotte
she
was a
was SmackDown.
SmackDown wrestler.
No, she was on
SmackDown
Raw.
Stars in a row won the Rumble.
She was on Raw, and
No,
then
she was.
after she won the match,
They moved
Switched
Raw
to-
after she won the title. Yeah.
But she challenged the SmackDown
Yeah. She
person, is
challenged
what I'm
SmackDown
saying.
champion.
but when she won the match, she was still a member of Raw.
But she challenged the SmackDown champion, is my point.
Still,
So why would they do it for a third year in a row from the women's?
because that's where they need the most help over there.
But you don't have a SmackDown star win it. Charlotte is a SmackDown roster wrestler.
Bingo.
If they
Elevate
need
her
help,
right
if
off
they
the
need
bat.
help, then you're going to have a Raw women's person do it so they can cross over.
That or just have a returning star.
But Charlotte is SmackDown. That's what you're missing. They don't need to have her help that division if she's already on the roster.
I will say this. Next Saturday we'll find out what happens.
But that's my point. Jamie. If you're trying to help that division, then you put somebody else from the Raw roster to challenge them.
Or that's where they just return her.
It doesn't help the division when she's already a SmackDown star, is my point.
Oh, she's been gone for a fucking year.
But she's still on the SmackDown roster.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
don't
Well,
have that person do that on the same roster. Charlotte can win the Chamber and challenge Tiffany. Bailey,
that's
who
just like
just
your
moved
opinion,
to
man.
Raw from SmackDown, could win. But I think if you're going to have anybody win, it's either going to be Bianca or Io.
The
to
Rumble?
challenge Rhea to win the Rumble.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well,
If they
With
end the
Charlotte-
brand split, you will never see half of the wrestlers that we see on TV.
when
And the
Char-
brand split and have one championship, don't have two.
then-
Skiles, when Charlotte wins the Rumble,
Fire 150 wrestlers if you
No,
want to end the brand split.
They don't have to fire anyone.
You'd have to.
you would
They have over
technically.
200 wrestlers on their team. You would never see 100 of them if you got rid of the brand split.
Hey, real quick, Skiles, when Charlotte wins the Rumble,
So Cam,
can you
you're
Uber me cookies?
advocating for people to lose their jobs. Just remember that.
They wouldn't necessarily lose.
You would have to because you'd see the same people
That's
on every
the
single
assump-
show.
That's the assumption.
No, you would
That-
see.
that's an
Look what they
absurd-
do.
that's an
Look what
absurd
they
thing to
do on
say
in TN.
to
Look what they're
someone.
doing in AEW. That's exactly what would happen if you ended the brand split in WWE.
Yes. I
Look
missed.
what they do in AEW. You would have the exact same situation in WWE if you ended that brand split.
Missed my shot.
If you end a brand split, it would turn into that. For all the people that don't like the brand split and say that it's not real and all this shit, it would fucking end 100 wrestlers' jobs because they would not use them on TV. They would all be sitting in catering, and we'd have TK back and Vince in WWE again.
Yes,
That's
I
exactly what
agree.
the fuck would happen.
I agree with Skriles. With right now, they are shuffling it around, but we are in the Rumble season. We know the road to WrestleMania gets a little bumpy and crazy, but there are still some wrestlers, Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Pretty Deadly, you don't see on Raw. They're exclusive to SmackDown because that's where they're assigned.
So
They get their more TV time there. If you combine, remember the days when Raw and SmackDown was the same story, the same talent, and everything. How fucking dreadful sometimes it was.
but sometimes you've seen some wrestlers just exclusive to one show without being exactly titled
Not-
exclusive
Nope.
to one
Not
show.
before the brand split.
guys
Not
on-
when there was no
You
brand
can see
split.
guys on SmackDown, but you've seen them on Raw.
No,
No,
not before the brand
Barely.
split. Before the brand split, it was the same stars. It was
On both.
basically a free recap show to get people to watch Raw.
Storylines.
Yeah, there was never an exclusive talent to any of it.
I
When the
know.
brand split happened, without a brand split, you don't have, and I don't care what people think,
Well,
you don't have
roster
Randy
wasn't
Orton.
also
You don't have John Cena. You don't have the fucking beast Kurt Angle. JBL doesn't get a shot. Batista doesn't get this shot. It's because they had the TV time. Brand split equals TV time.
well, brand splits also, at least in this case, because WWE is very top heavy.
right. And how many more matches are you seeing of other talent getting time to develop and grow in NXT because they have an additional brand of NXT?
Yeah, without a brand split, you have just the main top selling story collectively three
That's
times
right.
a fucking week.
Right there, Ryan. Eddie never would have won. Rey
Hands
Mysterio
down.
never would have won a championship.
You would have never got past. It would have been, you would have had Batista. You would have had Cena because they were fucking picked and plotted. You'd have had Orton. That's all you would have had. You would have had those three. That's what they needed. They had a permanent baby face, a permanent heel, and a guy in between. They had the Attitude Era all over again. Without a brand split, people like Edge, Eddie, Mysterio had the chance to have that TV time to showcase their abilities.
If we didn't have a brand split right now, you would not see Chelsea Green. You would not see Piper Niven. You would not be seeing Mishin. You would not be
Okay.
seeing. You would just see Rhea, Bianca, Bailey, Charlotte,
Jade.
and then a few other ones. You would lose half of the women's division because there would be no TV time for any of them.
I got Punk winning the men's, Charlotte winning the women's, DIY keeping the tag belts, and Cody keeping the WWE championship. Those are my picks for the Rumble.
Men's? I don't know who. Fuck, men's. Jacob.
Oh,
Jacob Fatu wins the men's.
I really
that's
don't
bold.
want to see. I don't really want to see Cena win it, so I hope he doesn't. I have a fear that Roman is going to win, and I'm hoping that's not the case either. But I probably see Punk winning because he calls in the favor from Heyman.
I could see that.
Jamie,
I have Punk winning the men's.
Chicken Fatu.
I mean, I'd be awesome with Fatu winning it.
I love you, Soto.
We haven't seen Solo. We haven't seen Solo in a couple weeks.
Solo's
So-
licking his wounds.
So when Punk joined Roman's Survivor Series team, Paul Heyman owes him a favor for doing that. Heyman has acknowledged it, but he won't tell anybody what the favor is. And
It's made-
Punk said at the end, "I'll be calling in that favor in some point."
It's probably
Maybe
to like
the favor was to help him get rid of Solo.
Hmm.
So he could go after Roman.
that, or maybe just to accompany him at Mania or something.
Yeah, that could be true. It could be something stupid, like he has
Yeah.
to fix his plate and catering. Hey, Paul, thank you. Thank you. I didn't really want to move today. Is this asparagus? I like asparagus.
What?
That's fucking dope. I want to do my floor like that.
Anything else we want to touch on before we head on out?
Go Birds.
Yeah. Me and Mike are still on the same page. I'm happy as fuck about the Super Bowl. I get to watch I'm watching Twitter burn right now.
I am just in a very, very pleasant mood this evening. That's all I gotta say. Pleasant this evening.
You know, I'll be honest. I had a whole fucking spiel set up for Mike if the Commanders would have won tonight.
Yeah, I said this morning. I said it this morning. If the Commander, because I, as a fan, was not looking past the Commanders one bit. I knew they were a very good team, and I said it that if they win, congratulations to them. They deserve to be there. And if I would have had to pick any of the rookie quarterbacks to be presented in the Super Bowl for the first time, it would be Jaden Daniels with the year that he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
So
he's fucking good.
my hats off would have been to the Commanders. Would have been. I would have came on air next Sunday morning and said, "Hey, congratulations, you're going to the Super Bowl."
So,
To the Super Bowl.
question about Jaden Daniels, Mike.
Mhm.
You think he's Rookie of the Year?
Oh yeah, yeah. My two picks for the awards on February 9th, it comes down to Jaden Daniels and Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers had a phenomenal season himself, but I think it does go to Jaden Daniels.
Oh, fuck
I
you.
do,
I hate that they make it a QB award.
Jacks. But
Same,
a lot
same
of
as
the
the MVP.
A lot of the awards, like your MVP and your Offensive Rookie of the Year, is a quarterback award. It is. Saquon's going to win Offensive Player of the Year. That's going to happen.
He should
But
win MVP of the Year.
And I agree with that, 100%. But I think,
And if he breaks the record, he does.
yeah. But my pick for MVP is Joe Burrow. He had one hell of a season. The Bengals defense, if the Bengals defense was better than what they were, then we would have seen the Bengals in the postseason. They would have had an easier way in than battling in Week 18.
Yeah.
But the year that Joe Burrow had, I mean, you go look at his statistics. Arguably wins MVP this year, but you know it's going to come down to Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Neither
go.
of which are making the Super Bowl. So
Exactly. You know,
What? Who's-
but
who-
neither is Joe Burrow. But you look at his statistics here.
correct.
Phenomenal.
Yay,
How-
sports.
How valuable is he if you didn't make the playoffs?
How valuable is Joe Burrow if they
Correct.
don't make the playoffs?
I had White Castle.
That's what it's the most valuable player.
Ate a
Without
Chicago dog.
without Saquon, do the Eagles get to where they are?
Ate the pickle and everything.
Without Saquon, do the Eagles get to where they're at now? Oh
Correct.
my god! I mean, he was a huge part of
Good
part
on
of it.
him.
So, honestly, are the Eagles in the Super Bowl if they didn't have Saquon this year? Probably not.
That's
Probably
the
not.
question.
Probably not. But I think Jalen Hurts today silenced a lot of critics with his 250 passing yards. I think he did. Because the question is can Jalen Hurts throw the ball? Well, he proved it today, 250 yards. Yeah, he had one touchdown. They had 7 on the ground. Who cares? He didn't turn the ball over. Got the ball out quicker than what he was the last 2 weeks. 4.5 seconds holding the ball the last 2 weeks. Today, he didn't have the ball in his hands more than 3 seconds.
I agree.
That
Cam.
1 second matters.
Hey,
But
go
Joe-
sports.
Joe Burrow for MVP.
Fucking go sports.
I mean, go
Joe Burrow for MVP. Saquon Barkley for Offensive Player. Jaden Daniels for Rookie of the Year.
I
right.
like the concession stand guys. Those are the real MVPs. The fucking people. Listen here. From me to you, the real MVPs of the Super Bowl are the beer stands, the hot dog people, the ones that sell the ice cold drinks when it's hot. You are the true MVPs, and I thank you for your service.
What about the fans?
No, fuck the fans. They're assholes. Ever worked in an arena? They're fucking dicks, dude.
Wow.
Fans
All
are
right.
dicks.
Let's head on out of here for the night.
Especially Swifties. I don't like them.
Jack, recognize where you find you.
Follow me on Twitter at Jack's Ginger Ninja. I have some stuff going on there. You can follow me on the YouTube. Hold on, I'm getting the name because I was ill prepared. Real Ginger Ninja on YouTube. I will have another video recapping my week in Chicago and my hog show. You might want to check that out because I'm going to kind of lay into Zilla Fatu in that one, and I'm not holding back.
Mike?
Am I okay to shout out the new thing on here?
That's why it's called Plug Yourself, sir.
Yeah. I'm just asking to make sure I can plug the new stuff. I'm like 714 all across the socials. As far as on the networks, the table spot after Monday Night Raw every Monday night with Cam, the Boom every Wednesday night after Dynamite with Cam and Phil, and every Sunday with Johnny H on Rivet City Red Zone 11 a.m. But our last show is February 16th, and then go follow the Huddle Hub podcast on Twitch because our debut episode is on March 16th on the Huddle Hub podcast Twitch, and we are going to be on the Off the Top Media YouTube channel through the year 2025.
Nice.
Very good.
Jamie?
Breaking news. Me, you know where to find me. It's underneath the name. That's all. I'm not gonna do it
Anything
twice
else?
in one night.
2 different shows.
I know. I'm lazy.
I am Scals. You can find me on Tuesdays right here on YouTube on NXT on Tap, as well as Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights for the hot tag. Whenever me and Jamie decide to either go live or record and drop it,
I'm
we're
with
just
Cam.
like that.
Me
You
and
can
Cam
find
do the
me
show.
on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Off the Top Media _. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the show, and we'll see you soon. Have a great evening.
With instant.
Down to the bottom again. I'm